Chapter 3. The Cubs, a legacy to continue. In the heart of the African savanna, where survival is a constant struggle, the birth of lion cubs marks the beginning of a new chapter in the pride's ongoing legacy. These tiny, helpless beings are the future, the continuation of the bloodline, and their survival is not only essential for the pride's future, but for the health of the entire ecosystem. The cubs are born into a world of danger, a world where every moment could mean the difference between life and death. But despite the odds, the cubs represent hope, a promise that the legacy of the lions will continue. A delicate beginning. A lioness's pregnancy lasts around 110 days, and the birth of cubs is always a cause for celebration, though it is also fraught with anxiety. The birth takes place in a secluded, protected area, away from the main pride. The lioness seeks shelter in dense bush or tall grass, where she can give birth safely and away from potential threats. This is a time of vulnerability, not only for the mother, but also for the tiny cubs, who are completely dependent on her for their survival. Lion cubs are born blind and helpless, weighing just a few pounds, and their eyes remain shut for the first few days. They are completely at the mercy of their mother, who keeps them hidden and protected from predators. During this time, the lioness will rarely leave her cubs, as she knows the dangers that lurk outside. The savanna is filled with predator hyenas, leopards, and even other lions that will eagerly take advantage of an opportunity to steal away the cub. In the early days, the lioness will nurse her cubs, providing them with the essential nutrients they need to grow strong. As the cubs begin to grow, their need for nourishment increases, and the lioness will venture out to hunt, leaving the cubs in the safety of the shelter. During this period, the cubs' only interaction is with their mother, and the bond they share is one of survival. They instinctively know that their survival depends entirely on her. The role of the pride in raising cubs. As the cubs grow older, they are gradually introduced to the rest of the pride. The lioness does not raise her cubs in isolation. Instead, the cubs are cared for by all of the lionesses within the pride. This communal approach to child rearing is one of the key factors that ensures the survival of the cubs. It is not just the biological mother who raises the young, it is the collective responsibility of the entire pride. The lionesses take turns looking after the cubs, protecting them from harm, while their mothers hunt. The other females of the pride play a vital role in the cubs' early development, providing not just protection, but also guidance. These lionesses teach the cubs the ways of the savanna, showing them the importance of teamwork, strength, and survival. The cubs learn to play, practicing the skills they will need later in life, such as stalking, chasing, and working together as a team. The cubs are not isolated from the social dynamics of the pride. They are constantly exposed to the behavior of the adult lions, including the dominant male. While the male may not play an active role in caring for the cubs, they are still part of his kingdom, and their future as potential leaders of the pride is shaped by his presence. The cubs observe the male's actions, learning what it means to be part of the pride's hierarchy. They witness his roars, his strength, and his dominance, and they begin to understand that one day they too may rise to take his place. Play, the essential training ground. Play is a crucial part of a cub's development. In the safety of the pride, the cubs begin to play with one another, pouncing, wrestling, and chasing after their siblings. This play is not just for fun. It is vital training for the challenges they will face as they grow. The cubs learn to refine their skills, developing strength, agility, and coordination. Their playful interactions mimic the real-life battles and hunts they will eventually participate in as adults. Every tumble, every chase, and every playful swat teaches them something about survival in the wild. The lionesses watch over their cubs as they play, providing guidance and sometimes stepping in when play becomes too rough. Through their observations, the cubs learn the rules of the pride, the dynamics of power and respect, and how to interact with each other. Play also allows the cubs to bond with one another, building relationships that will help them later in life as they work together to take down prey or defend their pride from invaders. The cubs' development is a slow process. It takes several months before they are ready to join in on the pride's hunts. During this time, they gradually become more independent, following their mothers as they scout for prey and learning how to stalk and ambush from the tall grasses. The lionesses will often let the cubs participate in small hunts, giving them the opportunity to practice without the pressure of securing food for the entire pride. The cubs are allowed to fail and try again, learning from their mistakes without the risk of going hungry. The danger of the savannah. While the cubs are being raised in the safety of the pride, their journey is not without danger. The savannah is a harsh place, and not all cubs will survive to adulthood. The threats to their survival come from all directions. Hyenas are the most constant threat to the young cubs, and they will attempt to steal away cubs when the opportunity arises. Leopard and wild dogs also pose dangers, and even adult lions from other prides or rogue males may seek to kill cubs as part of their strategy to take over a pride. One of the most significant dangers comes when a new male lion challenges the pride. The incoming male may kill the cubs of the previous king to ensure that the lionesses go into estrus and are ready to mate with him. This is a tragic but common occurrence in the lion world, and it serves as a brutal reminder of the savannah's laws. However, it is also a reminder that the strongest cubs are those that survive these dangers. Despite these dangers, the cubs' early life is a time of learning and bonding. They are taught by the lionesses how to survive, how to navigate the complexities of the pride, and how to interact with the larger world around. As they grow stronger, they begin to take on more responsibility within the pride, eventually becoming full-fledged members. Growing up, the transition to adult. By the time they are around 2 years old, the cubs are ready to begin taking part in hunts and exploring the more adult roles within the pride. The transition to adulthood is marked by a gradual shift in their behavior. The playful cubs begin to take on more serious tasks, assisting in hunting and defending the pride. They begin to understand the weight of their responsibilities and what it means to be a part of the pride's ongoing legacy. For males, this period is especially challenging. As they approach maturity, they may begin to feel the stirrings of the drive to leave the pride and find their own way in the world. Some may stay behind and challenge the reigning male for control, while others may seek to join another pride or live a solitary. The fate of the male cub is often determined by the strength of his challenge and the acceptance of the pride. For females, the transition is less dramatic. They typically stay with the pride, continuing to contribute to its survival and maintaining the bonds they have formed with their sisters and mother. In the end, the cubs that survive are those that have learned the lessons of the savannah. They have been nurtured, protected, and educated by the lionesses, and they carry with them the legacy of the pride. Whether they become the future leaders of the pride or continue to contribute to the circle of life, the cubs are the true heirs to the kingdom, the living legacy of the lions that have come before. Chapter 4. The Lion, Protector of the Kingdom. The lion, often referred to as the king of the jungle, holds a majestic position in the animal kingdom. His powerful presence, commanding roar, and regal appearance have captivated the imagination of humans for centuries. However, while the lion may be seen as the ruler of his realm, his role within the pride is not simply one of dominance. The lion is the protector, the enforcer of the pride's boundaries, and the symbol of strength. This chapter will explore the lion's role in the pride, his contribution to the survival of the group, and the delicate balance he maintains within the ecosystem. The role of the male lion. The male lion's primary responsibility within the pride is to protect its territory and maintain order. His role differs significantly from that of the lionesses, whose duties include hunting, nurturing the young, and maintaining the social cohesion of the pride. While the lionesses are the driving force behind the pride's day-to-day activities, the lion provides a necessary balance by ensuring that the pride is protected from external. A dominant male lion's strength is his ability to defend the pride's territory from other male lions, rival prides, and intruders. His role is not just to patrol the territory, but also to act as a deterrent. His size, power, and roar signal to outsiders that this pride is not to be challenged lightly. Through his mere presence, the male lion sends a message of dominance, signaling that the pride's territory is protected and that any challenger will face a fierce fight for control. However, the male lion's protective role goes beyond just defending the pride from external threats. He is also responsible for maintaining the pride's social. This includes preventing conflicts within the pride, controlling the movements of the lionesses, and ensuring that the cubs are safe from potential. When a new male lion challenges the pride and defeats the current leader, it is often the older lionesses and cubs that bear the brunt of the challenge. The new leader will often kill the cubs of the former king to bring the lionesses into estrus and establish his dominance. The male's leadership and physical power are essential for ensuring the pride's survival. Without a strong, capable male, the pride would be vulnerable to attacks from other predators and intruding lions. The male lion provides not only physical strength, but also a sense of security that allows the pride to thrive. The lion's strength and fearsome roar. A lion's most iconic feature is undoubtedly its roar. It is a sound that can be heard from miles away, reverberating across the savannah and beyond. The roar serves many purposes, most importantly signaling the lion's dominance and protecting the pride's territory. It is a powerful tool for communication, one that helps the lion maintain his place at the top of the social hierarchy. A lion's roar is more than just an intimidating sound. It is a symbol of strength. When a lion roars, it sends a clear message to other lions and predators alike. This is his domain, and he will defend it with all his might. The roar can travel for several miles, allowing the lion to communicate with distant members of the pride or ward off potential intruders. It is also used to call to the lionesses, signaling his presence or summoning them for a coordinated effort. The roar of a lion is both a warning and a challenge, an unmistakable sign of power in the animal kingdom. The lion's body is built to support his powerful roar. His large chest cavity and strong vocal cords are capable of producing sound frequencies that other animals cannot match. His roar can be so loud and deep that it has been described as shaking the ground beneath him. This roar is a tool of dominance, one that serves to both intimidate and communicate the lion's authority over his domain. The lion's strength is not only physical, but also psychological. His imposing figure, the size of his mane, and his deep voice all combine to make him a symbol of power and leadership. Lions are solitary hunters at heart, yet their strength lies in their ability to work together. The roar is the lion's way of ensuring that the pride remains intact, coordinating with the lionesses while signaling to other predators that they should stay away, maintaining the pride's legacy. The lion's role in the pride goes beyond defense and leadership. It also extends to maintaining the pride's legacy. The lion's primary job, when it comes to reproduction, is to ensure that the bloodline continues. While the lionesses are responsible for raising the cubs, it is the male lion who ensures that the next generation of lions is his own. This can sometimes lead to brutal displays of power and dominance, as a male lion will sometimes kill the cubs of the previous king in order to bring the females into estrus and mate with. The lion's mating behavior is crucial for the survival of the pride, but it is also part of a larger natural strategy. By ensuring that his own genetic material is passed on, the male lion strengthens his legacy within the pride. The cubs born under his reign are his descendants, ensuring the pride's survival and reinforcing his position as the leader. The young males will eventually grow strong enough to challenge their father for dominance, continuing the cycle of leadership and territorial control. The lion's role in the ecosystem. While the lion is the protector of the pride, his impact on the ecosystem extends beyond the boundaries of his territory. As an apex predator, the lion plays a vital role in regulating the populations of other species and maintaining the health of the savannah. By hunting herbivores like zebras, wildebeests, and antelope, the lion helps to control these populations and prevent overgrowth. This in turn allows the vegetation to thrive and provides food for other herbivores and predators. The lion also plays a role in maintaining the balance between predator and prey. As a top predator, the lion's presence helps to keep other carnivores, like hyenas and leopards, in check. These animals may compete with lions for food and territory, but the lion's dominance ensures that the balance of the ecosystem remains. In addition to regulating populations, the lion contributes to the overall biodiversity of the savannah. When a lion kills a large prey animal, It often leaves behind a carcass that serves as food for scavengers like vultures, jackals, and hyenas. This process of recycling nutrients supports a wide range of animals and helps to maintain the delicate balance of the ecosystem. Lions are also key players in maintaining the genetic diversity of prey species. By targeting the weakest or most vulnerable members of a herd, lions help to ensure that only the fittest survive and reproduce. This natural process of selection helps to strengthen the overall health of the prey populations and prevents any one species from becoming too dominant. The challenges faced by male lions. Despite their strength and dominance, male lions face numerous challenges throughout their lives. The life of a male lion is often one of conflict, competition, and survival. From the moment they are born, young male lions must contend with the possibility of being ousted from the pride by the reigning. Once they reach maturity, they are forced to leave their birth pride and either challenge other males for dominance or form their own coalition with other young males. These challenges do not end once a male lion has taken control of a pride. Maintaining power is a constant struggle, as rival males often attempt to overthrow. The male lion's leadership is always in jeopardy, and his strength and ability to protect the pride are put to the test. The greatest threat to a male lion's reign comes from other males, who seek to claim the pride for themselves and mate with the lioness. This struggle for dominance is often violent, with deadly confrontations and long battles for control. Additionally, male lions are more vulnerable than their female counterparts. Their larger size and more noticeable mane make them easy targets for other predators and rival males. While the lioness can often escape danger by blending into the environment, the male's imposing appearance makes him a prime target. As a result, male lions often face a higher risk of injury and death than lionesses. However, their power and dominance ensure that they remain a vital part of the pride's survival. A symbol of strength and leadership, the male lion represents strength, power, and leadership in the animal kingdom. His role in the pride is critical, not only for the protection of the group, but also for maintaining the delicate balance of the ecosystem. While the lionesses are the heart and soul of the pride, it is the male lion who ensures the survival of that heart through his protection, strength, and unwavering presence. Through his roaring call, his leadership, and his unrelenting defense of his pride, the male lion serves as the pride's protector and the symbol of its future. His legacy, like that of the lioness, is one that stretches across generations. The lion's strength is not just physical, but also emotional and symbolic, representing the enduring power of the pride in the natural world.